Hi Capricorn, and welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and I'm going to be doing your general reading, Astrology and Tarot for August 2019. First I'm going to get into the chart information, and then we'll get into the cards. First I want to mention that this is a very new account. I've been doing this for a very long time, and I just started this account a few weeks ago, so if you enjoy the content, don't forget to click and subscribe, give it the dragon claw up, and comment, share with your friends. Tell me in the comments what you might like to see in the future on this channel, because I'm open to suggestion. I also want to mention that before I begin, this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Capricorn in the world, but if the messages do resonate with you, they are definitely for you. If they do not resonate with you, chuck them on out, and they're for a different goat. So let's get started. So the month of August, the sun is traveling in Leo. We have quite a lot of Leo energy coming in when we start the month out. Good news for everybody, no matter what your sign is, Mercury is going direct. It was in a retrograde cycle, which always impacts our communication, many times electronics, things that get us from place to place, like cars, trains, planes, etc. There can be all kinds of miscommunications and mishaps, and sometimes almost funny, just really some crazy haywire stuff, and a lot of review, a lot of backward thinking, going back and looking at something you hadn't looked at in a while. Sometimes that can bring exes back into the picture for a little bit, just to say hi sometimes. So that's all ending, thank goodness. That starts August 1st. We wake up and there is Mercury going direct. Mercury will be still in its shadow point, which means that it takes a little time for it to go, because it goes in backward relative motion to the Earth, so then when it goes direct, it has to travel back to the exact same degree and sign that it was in when it went retrograde till we're completely out of the clear. That happens on August 15th, and on that same day we have a full moon in Aquarius, which will be a lot of big energy yet again. We start the month with a new moon, so it's a lot of energy. We begin a new moon, middle of the month, we get that full moon. So for Capricorn, personally, this is your general energy, and you can see right here, look at all those planets bunched up right in Leo. That's a nice little category there. That's quite a bit. And then we've got a couple of planets, of course, in Capricorn. We got Pluto and Saturn both in our sign, which is why Capricorns have really been, we've been going through it for a while. I am a Capricorn too. I am a Chinese year dragon, hence the dragon, and all my little dragon buddies over here. So, but Capricorn has definitely gone through quite a bit. Definitely some huge death and rebirth kind of cycles, some big foundation shaking up, lots of stuff. We could have a whole I could have a whole video just about that for Capricorn. But this month in particular, all of that Leo energy in that 8th house, that is the Scorpio house, so this brings up, not surprisingly, a lot of deep emotional issues. A lot of psychological stuff comes to the surface because Scorpio is a very complex and deep, intense sign. It deals with sexual life, psychological life, other people's money, death, transformation, rebirth, regeneration. It's power. It's pure power. That's why Scorpio, even though it's not the oldest sign in the zodiac, it's definitely the most powerful sign in the zodiac. So this is definitely a month for Capricorn that you will embody a lot of raw magnetic power. You will definitely feel those mysterious undertones calling to you. So it's a time that you get more in touch with your own psyche, the things that make you tick, the things that make other people tick. You'll be very interested in, what's your motivation and what's their motivation towards their, end cause. So I would say be careful how you use your power, because this is a time where you can definitely, you can get what you want, Capricorn. This is the time when it's like, I'm going to put my beam out and I want what I want, so it just comes to you. So it's like, be careful, because you can draw good or bad to you, and if it's something that you want that's kind of negative, that's not for the good of everyone, it can really, really backfire. So because all that energy is in Leo, I would say that, again, this makes it even more magnetic, because Leo has got so much star quality, star power, and it's ruled by the heart. So, whatever you're exploring, whatever emotional or psychological issues that you delve into, there is definitely a focus on the heart, healing the heart. How can I regenerate my emotions, especially if I've been heartbroken or I've been hurt, which many Capricorns honestly have. We've been through quite a bit, especially over the last, you could say the last year has especially been a big one, but really getting all the way back into when Pluto started going through Capricorn, that gets back to, more like 12 years. So, if there's Capricorns out there that have felt like, yeah, I've been pummeled just repeatedly again and again, when is it going to stop? I think that we've really reached some interesting points. Last month, of course, we had that big lunar eclipse in Capricorn, and so it hit that first house, and it really brought some culminations and some cleansing and release from a lot of this struggle and pain, or at least the sort of understanding start to settle in, where it's like, oh, okay, I understand why this has all been happening. So don't despair, Capricorn. Even though you've got a lot of heavy energy working on your whole self, your sense of identity and everything about yourself is going through this revision and this change, this does bring you great power, and you do have the power to really shift things into a better place. So don't take that for granted. You have that raw magnetism. You can bring what you want to you. This is actually a very, very, I'd say, extremely powerful period of time for Capricorn, and that's not stopping. This is continuing until 2024. So tuck on in for it, and be ready to really transform, renew, and heal. It's all part of the process, and the power builds even more the more time goes by. So yeah, that's what our month is bringing us. It's going to be powerful, also very loving, very, definitely. And if you're in a relationship, or you're in, falling in love, or you've just met somebody, do be a little careful, especially if it's super new, because it's very fiery. Make sure that it's stable before you jump in all the way, Capricorn, because this Leo energy plus that Scorpio it's like super sexual, super magnetic. So just, use, of course, your famous wisdom to know when it's right to say yes to a new love partner or somebody coming into your life. I would also say that because the Mercury retrograde has come back direct in your relationship house, it's Mercury in Cancer at the start of the month, and then it quickly goes to Leo. But this is also helping to heal and renew something around communication in relationships. And this can be all kinds. This can be love, it can be friendship, it can be business partnership relationships, it can be all kinds of contracts, legal stuff. So this is helping to put that back on track, because communication in love and relationship last month might have been just like, not so hot. Not so good. A lot of either miscommunication or just not talking very much, or if you do, the wrong thing would come out. So that's all getting better. All right, so let's jump into some cards. I'm going to start August off with, of course, some dragon cards. I'm going to pull from the etheric dragon realm, and I'm going to ask which one is best suited and wants to play with Capricorn for the month of August. Oh wow, so Rainbow Dragon, look at this, so pretty. I love these cards. So it brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. So this is definitely telling you that the rainbow can be yours this month, Capricorn. It's also is really, it's that dual side, like, when you've been through the storms of life and then that rainbow comes out, and the beauty shines through, and here's those dark clouds dispersing the sun, and then the rainbow prismatic bursting forth through this energy. So this is renewed joy, it's renewed wisdom, and those opportunities and kind of seemingly miraculous events happening in your life, which I absolutely love. Like I said, you definitely have the power this month, Capricorn, to make quite a lot of headway and a lot of things happen. So now let's pull a card from the Animal Oracle and see which one of these little critters wants to come out and give some guidance for the month of August to my Capricorns. Oh wow, so Capricorn, you just pulled the Giraffe Spirit, and this says see the big picture. So this is all about getting that perspective. Sort of in a way, again, like that rainbow higher up in the sky. It is a matter of perspective. You could either focus on the rain clouds or you can focus on the sun and the beautiful rainbow that's coming through them. It's the number 29, so adding up to 11 is a master number. So again, very, very powerful for manifesting and especially relationship changes. So it's like anything to do with relationship, with love and communication. Definitely, because now it's like you've got that ability to see a little bit higher and a little bit farther into the future, Capricorn. Alright, so I'm going to pull from this deck now. It's the Moon deck, because we did have that huge, big energy with that lunar eclipse full moon in Capricorn last month for July. So let's check out what comes up here for the month of August, because those lunar eclipse effects, they last 6 months, so you definitely will have an actual path of manifestation that comes from the energy after that. Alright, communication is key, and that comes up, like I said, Mercury, which is, this is the new moon in Gemini, but, that rulership of Gemini is Mercury, and Mercury is in your relationship house, Capricorn, so communication is absolutely vital, and I think that that's what's really ready to be healed for you this month, and that's, being in a new moon cycle, that means a fresh start, that means things are on the increase rather than on the decrease, so I think that's a very powerful and very positive moon for you to receive. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to jump into the tarot and see what comes up on the further progression for you for the month of August, Capricorn. Dear angels, archangels, divine energy, divine beings of light, helpers and healers, ascended masters, please gather around Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs as we work on their reading for August 2019. Assist me in giving clarity and protecting the energy for me and them both. Oh wow, Capricorn, my goodness, there has been so much going on for you right now. So definitely in the immediate past, there's that Eight of Cups, there's that moving and letting go, and there's definitely that heartbreak with the Three of Swords coming up over that. So you definitely went through some kind of a heartbreak, you chose to move away from it, and that's where you went. You just said, I'm not doing this anymore. So right now, Capricorn, you might feel a little stuck there's a little bit of that stuck energy with the Eight of Wands. It's an almost helpless kind of feeling, like I don't really know what to choose, because look at what's coming over that to modify that is that Seven of Cups. So it's like I've got so many choices, I've got so many different things. The universe is presenting me with a lot of different options, a lot of different paths that I could take. So sometimes it's good just to be in that motion where it's like, instead of staying stuck, if you can't make an immediate choice in good conscience right now, give it a little time. Just like it said, see the big picture. Don't get so bound up real close. Underneath consciousness is you're really working to balance, and that's so important for you right now, Capricorn, because that Scorpio energy that's coming in is very much, it's water, and it's very deep water, and so there's one foot on the water, one foot on the land, and it's like you've got to balance that with that earth energy that you have. So you're very cautious right now, and you're also very focused on keeping your stability, and emotionally being wise, because to me, there's emotional wisdom, that Queen of Cups. She's got that cup, she's got that love and that emotion, but it's covered, right? So she's like, I know when I've got to give this gift, and I'm not going to just give it easily. I'm going to keep my heart until it's right. That's what I was trying to say about, there's a lot of fire, a lot of passion here, Capricorn. There's a lot of raw passion. Even someone like you that has a very normally solid, very practical mind could get swept away in it and then go, oh man, that was too quick, too much. I don't know how to handle that. So just remember that inside, you will know, and trust your intuition more than you generally do. See the whole picture, see it further out. Say, okay, if I let this rush of energy carry me, or I put my, self out there, and I make these big choices, or I take that leap of faith, let me see if, kind of have a plan. What's the plan is the progression. So on the higher mind, it's also telling you, Capricorn, that even though you've been through a lot of hard times, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, and here's that grief, absolutely, emotional disappointments, but not all is lost. Always, in this card with that Five of Cups. And then it's crossed by Justice. Because that's really what you want. You want balance. You want fairness. You want things to be in order. And if they've been out of order, that's what you want. You kind of want an apology for things that have gone wrong. You want someone to kind of say, okay, I'm going to make these things right. These cups that I knocked over, I'm going to set them right. But you know what? Even if that doesn't happen for you, Capricorn, give yourself your own peace. Give yourself your own harmony, because ultimately no one can give that to you but yourself, even if they do forgive or apologize to you, because as we know, Capricorns don't forget easily. Even if we forgive, we have a hard time forgetting. So going into the future, here's our own energy, Capricorn. There's the Devil. This could point to a lot of different things. This is partly, some people always see Devil as the negative. I don't always, definitely, because this is Capricorn energy. I'm a Capricorn, so if I thought this was negative all the time, it wouldn't be so good. So the Devil can actually be you stepping into your own element, your own personal power, which is very, very possible for the month of August. And as we progress through this month, you may feel more and more like, I'm coming into my own power. And it's the powers of intuition, Capricorn, because it's crossed by the High Priestess. So this is that higher divine mind. It also tells you, the Devil is also a bit of a warning, because it's telling you, don't get stuck in compulsive thoughts or anxiety or fear or things that really drag you down or symbolically chain you. That's why, the chained figures. It's like you don't want to be stuck with, something that just burdens you. That could also be things with work. It could be, as well, with employment or work, because you're looking at kind of like, well, do I like my job? Do I not like my job? Do I just feel stuck? So that's something to look at as well with that Capricorn. And using the High Priestess intuition. There again, that's that 2. Just like the giraffe spirit, that 29 adds up to 11, adds up to a 2. So yeah, there you go. It's all about getting that bigger perspective, getting that bigger picture. Make sure to talk. Make sure to communicate, Capricorn. I'm just got that message very clear. Some of us need to hear that. There's that, that Mercury energy, but talking and communication are a really big deal. That's going to set a lot of Capricorns free this month, because many Capricorns are very stoic and they don't let their feelings out as much as they should. You know, and so for that reason, many times people don't even know how much you're hurting, because it's like, I'm just going to be tough. And it's like, nah, you gotta open up. You gotta say something. All right, let's pull some more cards. Okay, Capricorn, so this is definitely, there's a moving forward. Wow, okay, so definitely, suggested approach to this is educating yourself, expanding your mind, expanding your horizons, moving forward. And again, there's that balance, male and female, yin and yang, it's all in there. Yeah, it's moving forward. And this, of course, is you feeling like you've kind of got to pick up the pieces, and nobody's really willing to help you. They're all just giving up and walking away. And you're the one that's kind of picking up after them, which many times I think Capricorn often feels. So then coming up, and what you need to know is that some of this, what you feel like you're fighting with, isn't all real. This isn't quite the reality. You could just be fighting an illusion, which, you know, because there's nobody actually holding these sticks that we can see, it could just be an argument within your own mind, you know, that you're getting worked up about. Part of it is you needing to commit, or someone's needing to commit to you. You're really frustrated about that, and it's like you need something to commit to, whether it's, you know, a romantic partner, a job, a new project, a creative work that you want to get going. Whatever it is, Capricorn, there's something that you want to commit to, and it's really frustrating you. But I think that a lot of that is just a mental construct. It's not all real. So hopes and fears, you know, here it comes. You really, this is, you want to build. You want to create something. You want to build something new. But there comes that Two of Pentacles. So I think that the fear around this is definitely that you're kind of where you are, and you've got your thing going, and, you know, money might be all right. It's enough to get by at least, and you're concerned that if you build something new, you start a whole new project, go a different direction, that, you know, it'll really destabilize you financially or materially. Because the other side of that, you know, our big full moon in Aquarius this month lights up that second house of material possessions and resources. So you'll definitely be coming to some sort of peak or culmination when it comes to work, to money, to life purpose, that feeling of, how do I manifest my dreams? How do I make that real? So, you know, but the outcome is really beautiful. Here comes that Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn. So ultimately, I don't really think you have a whole lot to worry about, and it's crossed by the Emperor. So this is very masculine, dynamic, leadership kind of energy. This is very Aries energy. And to me, Aries is always about the initiation and the beginning of something new. So the money should be there. It really should, because with that Ace of Pentacles coming in, the resources usually, somehow, they work out. Even if it's tight, it still works out. It's a big blessing coming from above. It's a material blessing. So let's look at that, Capricorn, because overall, I think you're moving away from some really difficult, painful situations, and you're moving towards a place where you are confronting a lot of your own personal battles and struggles, and you're really looking for something bigger than yourself to commit to, whether that's spiritually, emotionally, through a relationship, or through a new purpose, a new, you know, career path, or a new job. It could even be all of them at once, because, you know, Capricorn is getting hit with quite a bit of stuff, as we know right now. So let's pull a card from Archangel Michael and see what comes up. All right, Capricorn, this is a great message. Have confidence. And I think that it's really important to note that we tend to see a little bit of the darker side of things. Capricorn tends to be more realistic, a little more pessimistic. So it's telling you not to go into that worry or fear. And your prayer is, Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. So you have a lot of power this month, Capricorn, and you're in a place where you can really start building. So those are your messages for August. I really hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll be back soon. I'll be doing definitely full moon readings later this month and more stuff throughout August. Take care. See you soon.